sometimes it gets sunny in a cloudy sort of way. Walk along the main street, cars useless here. They'll take you for a block or two and then just disappear. There's buses in the distance, and that's where they stay. You see them coming closer, you see them drive away. The stores along the main street are filled with many brands of gadgets, books, and music that no one understands. Shop windows full of stuff. Shoestrings aren't long enough. Big boy pants, billy coats gruff. Sleeve canes with matching fisticuffs. Wander off the main street on sidewalks made of wood to an old abandoned building where years ago once stood the old stone academy, rusty shadowed tomb where children studied naked and wandered room to room. Its hallways you can still explore, they spread throughout the town. One goes to the shopping mall, one goes underground. One goes to the forest that hides the river stone. No one hardly goes there if they don't go alone. People lined up in the hall. Short man, fat man, skinny man, tall. Young man walk, old man crawl. All your hallways growing small. The legend says a young boy begged his sister not to go across that old stone river to the ancient picture show. His sister skipped across the bridge, but in a moment's time fell into the water and became a block of lime. He watched her statue sink and he cried into the air. But when he turned to run, he saw his sister standing there. His eyes lit up, he smiled and said, I thought I lost you then. But she just laughed at him and said, let's cross that bridge again. When you lay you down to sleep, pray the Lord your soul to keep far from bridges tall and steep, far from water cold and deep. The young boy couldn't bear to leave his sister all alone, but he couldn't bear to stay there and watch her turn to stone. She said, you'd better run home, Mom and Dad are in peril. He runs, but then he stops because he's looking down the barrel of a serviceman's long arm that is actually a gun. He says, my job's protecting Dreamland from you and everyone. The boy said, I'm heading west, I'll soon be out of town. But the serviceman said, it's too late, the sun's gone down. And I know where you're going and what you want to do, but you'll never save your family from the transformation crew. They're riding up that border road, dragging people from their beds. They're giving them wheels for legs and vacuum tubes for heads. Nights in dreamland, monsters come, take away your dad and mom, take your brother and little Tom, keep your house but lose your home. It was just a brief distraction that left the boy alive, and he ran across that concrete plain toward the outer drive. Dreamland grew darker, but the boy kept his search for friendly human contact at the subterranean church. Instead, he found a strip mall with a dime store and a bank, and another somber serviceman standing on a tank. Why you here all alone? Asked the boy at a loss. Serviceman said, I got banished for writing sevens with a cross. who suddenly appeared. You know he would have shot you if I hadn't interfered. Have I any friends here? The banker said no. Said maybe for that Chinese girl who left an hour ago. I think she headed west, if I rightly recollect, out toward that place where noon and midnight intersect. Beyond that boulevard of time and past the old motels, near the pasty pastel cottages where realtors once dwelt. Chase your dreams and you may find bits and pieces left behind. Dare to wish your dreams come true. You may find them chasing you. So west he ran until he heard an old lady shout about a man with a hook chasing Boy Scouts. Now he's just being friendly, her partner suggests. But if I were you, I'd keep on moving west. The boy could barely move, but he struggled to run farther towards something, sorta like the sun. Off in the distance, the Chinese girl stood concealed, the friend that he needs, outstanding in the field. The boy wants to reach her, but he does not dare. Too many rivers to cross, too many crosses to bear. Nonetheless, he presses on across the muddy field, past the home of a blind lady whose eyes were peeled. She asks him about his next of kin, 'cause up the road with a bricklayer's grin stands a dark-haired mason, eager to please, who says, "Put your hands down between your knees." He moves like a tiger and it gives them a yank. The head hits the sidewalk and a mind goes blank. The boy hears his mom, dad, and brother say that his sister is fine and everything's okay. But he opens his eyes and he knows something's wrong, 'cause they got no legs and their heads are too long. The boy screams, "Oh my God," and begins to weep. But God says, "Boy, you'd better go back to sleep, or we could settle this down by the railroad tracks." And God grabs his belt. The boy grabs an axe and says, "Hey God, try to stay calm. Don't you remember your 23rd Psalm? God is great, God is good. Thank him for his hand and foot. Seems we never understood his unyielding certitude." Yeah, there's a train that's coming. Try to stay calm. Try to remember your 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not fear. He led me to the river is near. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He turned that river to a monument, so my children in the future would always know how to tell milk and honey from piercing snow. I said we'd live in a town called Dreamland, where we tried to build a ladder from a rope made of sand. And the higher we climbed, the more we got damned in the town that we fashioned called Dreamland. In the town I created called Dreamland.